We all got a chance to go to the barrios, and we teamed up into two. We went into Villa El Salvador, which is, I believe, one of the older barrios, but where we visited with Sister Maureen. She's an Irish nun who lives there. She's lived there for around 10 years. It was definitely a very different experience because even in the barrios, there are different forms of poverty and living experiences. So mainly what we did is we just went and visited the different areas within Villa El Salvador. I think it was really important to take the classes at the Bartolo the week before we went into the immersion experiences, just because I don't have any previous knowledge about South American history. None of us really knew how bad the human rights violations have been here through the internal arms conflict.
We're just talking about globalization, and we're really tying that into the internal arms conflict, and we just went to a museum the other day, and I think that was really powerful for everybody, as well as going to the memorials.
According to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, there were 70,000 victims of the internal arms conflict. The central stone represents Pachamama, which is Mother Earth, that cries because of all that's happened to her children all around. There's 45,000 stones in the whole monument. Each one has the name, age and date that the victim either died or was disappeared.
If you had gone into the immersion experiences without that education, you wouldn't be able to effectively understand what they were going through. And also, if you don't have the education, you have the tendency to judge, why are you in this situation? But really there's a lot of other social and economic and political and religious forces that kind of are all interconnected into that. It is good to learn about the economic situation, but I don't really know how it's affecting them until I go and experience it through their eyes and understand their needs and their wants, because they're not always the same as what I think their needs and wants should be. The one that I think most affected me was probably when we climbed up on the mountain. So those are the newer parts of that community. They don't always have electricity, they don't have running water or plumbing. The mountains are so high and so steep that they've just put in stairs there, but it's really difficult for the people to carry up the materials, to build their homes. It's an effort just to walk back from school to get up to your house. You know, I think it's important to be able to physically touch them, physically talk to them, physically eat their food, laugh with them, cry with them, and you would never get that within a classroom. Learning about other cultures, about how other people live, about the positives and negatives of globalization and how we live together makes me a better person, and I'm more able to be a better citizen